Hey guys, welcome to our review of Ultraman Lube RB Episode 6. I'm your host, Frozen Stratos. Here with me today we have...
The Cinder Blaze.
And Makotoa.
Alright, boys, welcome back. We just got done watching it. Alex just got done rewatching the part that he skipped because he had to pee and get food. But hey, whatever. I'm only salty because this was actually good. This was actually really heartwarming and endearing.
Yeah.
I'll go for it.
I was gonna say, I think this is my new favorite episode.
Yeah. It started with a really cheesy sort of premise, but over time I warmed up to it, and the characters really endeared me to their situation, especially the circumstances in which they find themselves, and how the quote big sister came to be sort of part of their family, and it was really touching. They really leaned into that, and I feel like that was the strength of this episode. The fight, it did get a little, I want to say, like, not well blocked, not well planned, but, like, it got the point across. I felt the intent. I saw the suspense they were trying to build, and this episode built up enough goodwill for me to be like, yeah, all right. Yeah. I will cross that mental and visual bridge in order to make, the scene work for me, because I'm invested.
Yeah, like once we reached the fight scene, like especially with the stuff that kind of like unfolded in it, it didn't have to be technically like the greatest fight. If you just look like the fighting moves and stuff, because like there's a lot of like emotional weight that's kind of like going into it, and when we kind of like feel like the kind of compassion that she had for the two brothers, like that stuff was kind of like the core of the fight, and I feel like I still got that message through it, and like for that aspect of the fight, I really enjoyed it.
It's just, for me, what I took issue with was just like, I didn't really see the danger in her fighting. I know that they were fighting in front of something that's extremely flammable, which was really funny to see just in the middle of a city. But I guess that's supposed to be there. I don't know. Like, I never really sensed the urgency just with how lumbering the monster was, and I wasn't quite sure how much control it had. Like,
it was stiff when we didn't. Yeah, it seemed like more like it was being controlled at times. It didn't do anything at other times. You weren't sure what it was gonna do. It just kind of took a lot of hits at the beginning of the episode, and
you weren't sure who was in control. Like, is it the woman? Is it itself? Is it Cookie Monster guy? Forgot his name, but he flies. I don't know. But again, I was able to jump those mental hurdles in order to make the narrative work, because I deeply appreciate the characters and the story that was going on.
I mean, it's okay if this battle wasn't the best, because the other battle in the episode was pretty dang good. The rock, paper, scissors battle.
Oh, yeah, 100%. That was honestly the most exhilarating part. And it, just as well, it endeared me to the characters. And in a way that plots like this shouldn't work, it totally did. Like, it totally struck a chord. And I'm really happy with it. I'm glad I stuck around for this show, because it's not really my thing, but now I get it. Like, I understand.
I like how when they were doing the flashbacks of her as the police officer, like shooing them off the steps and stuff. It was just implied that she straight up beat them up.
Yeah.
And then later we find out, oh no, she just beat them in rock, paper, scissors. Yeah. But like the kids over here like, like...
Yo, but she beat them 100 times. That is exhausting. Yeah. Each of them 100 times.
Well, I mean, she did beat them up. Remember the flashback scene, Michael, when she straight up just drop kicked the kids?
Wait, oh frick, that's right. During the
Yeah. So
she did kind of beat them up.
Yeah. I don't know. It was odd. I have a feeling Alex is looking through the episode now for it. It didn't happen.
It didn't happen. I don't know what you guys are doing. I caught up. Don't even try.
You could have come up with something a little bit less ridiculous, like drop kicking kids.
But I wasn't fully committed to this dumb bit.
I was wondering how far you would go with that bit because I knew it wasn't real.
Yeah.
I know.
I'm like fully intoxicated and you're still good.
Yeah, I feel like there wasn't really much to say. This was legitimately a really good episode, and not just that, it like propelled some of the plot, I guess. There
he goes.
What's great is that the boss character is also the one that deploys, and also like he does so much, even if it's just the standard. What are you laughing at?
Nothing. Continue.
Not you, Alex.
What am I laughing at?
What have you done? What are you sending to each other?
We're not.
What am I missing?
You see both of my hands up.
We're missing you. You cut out for like 10 seconds and we didn't even know what happened, and you just suddenly came back and we're talking still.
Oh. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. I hope you like it. No, I'm kidding. But, like, the quote villain is doing so much. Even if it's just, like, in a standard Sentai episode, we delegate everything he does to, like, 3 different people. Great. Good night, Alex.
Hey.
But, like, he's doing all of the necessary work, and it feels like he's propelling his plot, he is propelling his
agenda
forward, rather than just sort of sitting back and delegating work. Like, he's actually putting in work, and I like it. And I like him.
Hey. Go do that thing you do every episode. Thank you, Naya.
Oh my goodness.
Alright, guys. Are we good?
Yeah.
I think we're good.
Alright, cool. So, before we go, one big thing to note. We've got 2 sort of event things coming up this week. We're going to be finishing up our coverage of Kamen Rider Amazons, so feel free to ignore all of that, as you guys normally do. We're going to be bombarding your subscription feed. Just sort of brush it off. And then next week, our exciting Toku Week 3 is going to be back. Well, not Toku Week 3 back.
Toku 3 the 3rd.
Toku Week the 3rd. The Streets. The Toku Week is back next week because Build sadly is ending, but we're going to be introducing ourselves to Geo. So next week is going to be filled every single day with new Toku content. We're going to be putting out stuff for Build and a little bit of Geo just to round us out so we can finish off Build and slide right into, oh my god, keep it juicy.
See ya.
It wasn't just the burp. It was your eyes rolling back as it happened.
That is a physical comedy.
Oh my god.
Someone's actually watching.